Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to Parasite Eve 2. Yes, we are back and we are in the mine, because we've just started disc 2. Like literally just sort of slided into it in a very nice sort of way. And we've sort of entered the mine, we've done a little bit in here, we fought a nice boss, which was fine, went well enough. Although that does remind me, actually, we've got a big creature coming up. I should probably switch across to there, just temporarily. It's not a boss, but it's a creature that's got a lot of HP. And it's a sort of kind of just a mini-boss sort of creature. Not really strong enough to do any significant damage, but honestly, it's not like I'm going to be running out of grenades anytime soon. So I don't mind using those. That's the wrong button again. Come on. So only a few days ago you last played this, no point in forgetting now. Alright, so we did solve the puzzle to open the gate, which means we can run down here. Press the switch. And unlock the door behind the fake wall. And it is... What is this place? It's a DC 17K. Hello. Yeah, okay. See what I mean? God damn it. Fucker, you! Fuck off! See what I mean about him being really fucking annoying? Okay, first you. No! Oh my god. No! Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me right now? See what I mean about him being really fucking annoying? Honestly, if I'd have been able to cure that bloody... Yeah, okay, come on, let me get back in. Yeah. Whatever. That's the first time I've died in this game for a long time. Yeah, like I said, he's actually really fucking annoying. And I don't exactly know why. They just decided to follow up a boss with a super hard enemy just to sort of guard the entrance to the shelter, I suppose. Guess they thought it would be fun. Oh, no, I need to... Okay, that guy was legitimately tougher than I remember him being. Woo! That was fun. Okay. We definitely want that. What are you? Ooh, Spartan! Ooh, okay. I had legitimately forgotten how annoying that guy is. Actually, what is my... Yeah, I should probably... Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm not even going to bother going all the way back. I'm just going to discard. Because I can't be arsed. Right. I was considering taking it back to the box, but I don't need it. Like, I really, really do not need it. Right. Go down, lift. And we're in. Shelter. B1. I don't remember which doors are open. I think this one's closed. Yeah, that's locked. Yeah, it kind of forces you around the long way at first. It stopped. Aww. It's a simple bench. Must be a smoking area. Yep. Oh yes. What you're hearing is the wonderful whine of the shelter's security system killing the rats and other creatures. Too far away? Hello. Ow. Yeah, unfortunately they attacked me too. And they're stronger than they look. And they're also really starting annoying. Storeroom. Yes. That works. Nice. Okay. I don't remember. I know there is a few things around here you can pick up. I don't remember if there's anything worth picking up. Lab equipment, nothing special there. Beverages. Something. Oh yeah, there is a box of ammo here, I guess, if you need that. The game is pretty good at giving you at least a store of ammo somewhere, even if it's the basic stuff. It won't open. Oh dear. Don't worry, we'll be going in there soon enough. That's the fun room. And I do mean that literally. That's the fun room. Oh, this is the not fun room. We got gels, and unfortunately, magic is the only thing that really works on them. Hey guys. Ooh, 2 for 1. On the plus side, those sort of jelly things, they do give you a lot of mana back, or magic points, or whatever the hell you want to call it. You get a lot of points off of them. So they're, you know, you have to use magic to kill them because they're very resistant to, like, gun physical attacks. But they're also... I'm sure there's something... And we're good. So, yep, it's just shower room. Because obviously this is like the bunk area. Now there's a book here and top bunk, blah blah blah. I don't know if we can read it yet. Yeah, you literally get a little bit of information. No, okay. It's not letting me pick, but you can probably see that there's a very clear and obvious, like, book on that lower bunk. That'll come in handy later. I'll get to that when we get to that. Doesn't appear to be on now. Okay. Through we go. Whoops. Overshot slightly. Hi, big guy. Bye, big guy. And now we got some of these bad boys to deal with. It works. Those things are very annoying, but you do eventually get the ability to turn them off later. Much later. Weapon. Or armory. This is the fun room. Yeah, you got all the standard sort of stuff you get in armory, but look, what's this? This looks like the BP vending machine at Mist. Sensor reads the BP credit from your contact lenses. Welcome to the BP Armory. The monitor turned on. Did it sense my BP counter? Looks like I really can use this. What's going on here? Bizarre. Looks like it's running perfectly. I can use BP to buy equipment. Yeah, you just get a shop. I said it was the fun room. And you get a whole bunch of... Well, you get a few new things here. Nothing too special yet. Obviously, we can do that. Or we can. We will top up my grenades. That's a must. Don't top up your buckshot, though, if that's what you're using. You also get some of this stuff, including combat armor suit, the NPC suit, and the Psi suit, which some of them are interesting. This one gives you lots of MP, few attachments, all that sort of stuff. A remote NMC analyzer. Now that, I'm pretty sure that tells you the enemy that you're locked on, it tells you their health. It's a nice feature. It's not like a requirement. You don't really need it. Play the game long enough and you'll start getting a feel for how many shots an enemy takes to go down. You also get the NPC suit. Bit of health, bit of magic. Or, magic points. Some good attachments. Resisting of poison and paralysis. Or the combat armor. Motion detector and resists silence. Do I normally buy that one? I feel like I normally buy that one, but I'm not 100% sure. Or do I buy one from Douglas later on? I might buy that. Because, more HP, more MP. It has a built-in motion detector as well, so I don't have to equip the one I'm constantly running around with. So that's nice. That's a nice to have. And it resists silence too, which is also very nice. I might buy that. But we'll look on that in a minute. But you'll notice that there is a door here, which is locked. And it's a card reader. That's for a key card, no shit. Do you remember? All the way back at the beginning of the game, I said that there was that key card that you really wanted to pick up. And it's just been sitting in your inventory, not doing anything. Well, swipe. And you open the door. Open up. And you're in the backside. Also, you can unlock this door, which gives you actually a handy-dandy shortcut. Because otherwise, you'd have to go around every time you wanted to go through. Because if you look at the map, you can see that the armory is that little room down there, below where I am. So if you wanted, so now I can just cut straight through there, and it's really good. But it's even better than that. Check this. Firstly, this one's open. There's a lot of ammo inside. Free buckshot. Absolute, complete, and total free buckshot. You will never have to worry about buckshot ammo again if you open that up. And it's open, full of ammo, full 9mm BP. Or, if you'd prefer, full 9mm Hydra, which is the stronger version of BP. Yes! But that's not all. On top of all of that, you get... Come on. And there's a note on it, defective. But... Come on. It's a shotgun. Free shotgun! You just get a free shotgun! And free shotgun ammo. It's fucking glorious. I love it so much. SP12. It's more or less the same as the gun I'm using right now, only it has more rounds per set, which is like, yes please. Better range, better rate. It is heavier, so you don't move as fast or lift it as much. But as I said, it's got 7 shots rather than just 3. It's a better gun. Like, just generally, it's a better gun. And so it's worth it. It is actually worth lugging that black card all the way over here, because the gifts you get are so worth it. Oh, hey, Entire. It's a Black American Express card. Well, it's certainly something. Right, that's the wrong button. So how many inventory spaces have I got? Do I have room for that? I do, sort of. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I think I will upgrade to that suit. Because... why not, I guess? I'm trying to remember, do I normally get this one or do I normally get a later one? I know there is one I buy later on that I use for like final boss confrontation bit, which I think is called like the EOD suit or something like that. But that one you buy from Douglas later on. I'll get to that when we get to that, because you do eventually return to Dryfield, because of course you do. I could buy that. It's not like I don't have the BP for it. And it is better than the one I've got. It's got the same number of attachments, with more HP in storage, and it has the built-in motion detector, so that means I don't need to have, you know, the thing attached. I'd say that's worth it. Right, protein capsule. Oh, we also want... We don't need the GPS, but we will add the holy water. Alright, so we'll have MP recovery 2, 3, and the MP boost. Excellent. Feeling much better. And look, we got 160 HP now. I do like that the armor you pick up doesn't really add to or take away from your physical defense. All it does is just give you more HP, which is a good metric to how much damage you can take anyway, so, you know. Open that door, because we're going to kind of need to. I do find it kind of annoying that if you want to open the door, you also have to go through it. Apparently they never cottoned on to the idea that you might want to open the door but not immediately go through it, but it's kind of a requirement. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Is this open? Yeah, this one's open. I can't remember which of these doors are open and which ones aren't. Hello. Bloody paralysis. Probably should have let that thing take out the jelly monsters, but whatever. Woo! Managed to avoid confusion there, that's good. Yeah, the security bots are really annoying because they don't give you a lot of MP back at the end of a fight. They don't give you much in the way of EXP or bounty points. They're just kind of bullet sponges and they're really sorting annoying. Ooh, beyond the gate, large corpses hanging in protective sheaths. Yes, we'll be dealing with those guys later. This door is locked, unfortunately. At the moment, it's about just exploring, making sure to map the area, running into any enemies that you can fight. Big double doors at the end there, that's where we need to go. Because this one is locked. So yeah, that's pretty much all we can see of floor 1 for now. Things will, of course, not always be that way. Sterilization room. In, out. Let's go in the outdoor. Oh. Monitoring level 3 toxic microorganism hot zone. Contact control after securing protective suit. Don't have any protective clothing. Featureless sterilization chamber. Can we go in there, please? Or do we need to... Control panel here. Panel control room into contact. Monitor displaying something. System stop. Lock released. Lab safety level acceptable. Cleared for entry. Looks like I can go through. Oh, good. Should be okay. I don't think the sterilization system is operative. Don't have time to waste worrying in any case. That's a thought that's really going to come back to bite you in the arse later on. But we'll get to that when we get to that. And look! Ah, it's the thing I've been waiting to find. Sturdy looking metal box. Yes, please. You get some buckshots, you get some grenades, I guess, if you want them. Alright, drop you off, drop you off. Ah, breathe a sigh of relief that they now have a mostly empty inventory again. Oh, it's so good to be so empty. Right. Actually, I'm pretty much... Yay. Why not? And you'll notice, save point. But the will detect wiretaps, it should be safe. I see. You think you found the shelter. Ah, the abandoned mine, right. Understood. I'll check it out. Leave no leaf unturned. Who says leaf? Just leave no stone unturned. Everybody knows this. Why would you say leaf? I don't know. Oh no. Be a good girl and open the door. It's dangerous in there. She's in there. She welded the damn door shut. They got friggin' lightsabers. Well, that doesn't look good. That's the closest we get to proper voice acting in this game. Actually, that's not true. There's an occasional bit where someone will say something. What's this? The door seems unusually well reinforced. No good. It's locked. The door is locked. Nope, you can't go through, which is a shame, but what you gonna do? A lift going down. Go down. Whoops. That'll do it. Pop back up again. No, just checking. Sometimes that happens if there's just a random cutscene, but no, we're fine on this one. Septic tank. Finally, I've returned home. Hello. Nice. Yep, because we've got land-based creatures, and now we got water-based creatures. I don't need any of those things. I appreciate the thought, but I don't need them. Main corridor. Come on. Oh, you're going again, are you? Excellent. Right, now I need to remember which way to go. Yes, I think I do. I think, does this one not work? No, that one doesn't work yet. I think the other one works, but I think there's a locked door at the end. Or does this one not work either? Oh no, this one works. Okay. I know you can't go all the way down here. Woo! Good enough. Bloody security system. See, look, that's my point. That is what you get when it's just the security. It's like 10 experience points a pop. It's rubbish. Security is terrible. An elevator. Sense a terrifying power down below. My mitochondria pulse in sync, enkindled, trembling. A normal human can withstand this even for a second. I might be in trouble myself. I'll have to find another way. Power of incredible strength lies below. Yep. And try to remember these speaker things. We'll be seeing plenty of those later on. They're kind of annoying, I guess. Now, that door's locked. I say one of these doors is locked, one of these doors isn't locked. That's also locked, okay. So, nowhere else to go. Dead ends every other place. Breeding room. Note written on scatterfoods. January 16th. When I arrived at the lab today, the chimps were unusually agitated. I found She's 2 years, dead, with hemorrhaging around the eyes. She was smart and got along well with the other chimps and me. Still, it was all I could do to examine the corpse. Her head was swollen and hairless. Her eyes hung down her cheeks. I regret having lowered her water allowance the day before. I hope she'll find a place in chimp heaven. January 17th. Dr. Bowman has joined us from an out-of-state facility. His vacant stare has graced our labs a few times in the past. He stares at me sometimes. I find I have no liking for the man. But today he was different somehow. He sidled over to She's cage, and when he got close, it was like he was possessed, swearing and muttering over her. I asked that the experiment be stopped, but he wouldn't listen. When he finished, he grabbed my hand, laughing maniacally. So, it was a success? He asked. I pulled away my hand. My request for a burial was ignored. She's went down the dust chute. February 24th. Bowman is stepping up testing. He's spending nights at the lab. His field of expertise is mitochondria. He was on a project investigating artificial human races. I was denied transfer to a military lab. My research is on hold. I shiver when I think of the golem soldiers' bodies. I'm thankful to the organization for saving a refugee like myself even. But I cannot condone this research. Humans should always remain human. March 8th. Today, another test subject arrived in a heavily damaged cage. It was Bowman. The artificial soldier who brought him in, number 9, explained joyfully. Bowman himself had volunteered to become a test subject. He would become a new species, an NMC. Yet something had grown inside him, twisting his face with pain. March 14th. My worry for the NMC that was Bowman deepens daily. We gave him an artificial organ and bone transplant just yesterday, yet he feels no pain. He circles in his cage, swearing foully. Suddenly he weeps aloud, and I am sorrowful in spite of myself. He still revolts me, as does the reek of the flesh he so craves. I'm nauseated. I will leave early today. April 12th. Bowman is quiet today. He seems to be in great pain. He whines that it is cold. He wants to be near the heater. When I refuse, he screams, disturbing the chimps. I let him out of the cage. Now he stands at 9 foot 3 inches tall. By the heater at last. He's sleeping The handwriting changes on the next card. Can't locate the NMC that ate our researcher. Too bad. She was nice. The big guy probably crawled off and died. But 9 keeps looking. With that thing gone, we're stuffed the new AMCs in the big West cage. Now all I gotta do is sit here and watch the animals die. Easy. The rest of this looks like a food list. Well, that sounds like they've been having fun here, doesn't it? And if you need it, another case of ammo. What's it doing here? I think it was there just in case. Oh, hello. Hi, guys. Remember these guys? I'm like, what? That's the wrong one. They're like the ones we saw back at the Acropolis, but slightly tougher. Ooh, yeah, sure, I'll take that. I actually forgot there was even anything in here. Now, is it this corridor or... Yeah, I think it is. Surprise! You will die. It spoke. Let's hope it was wrong. Can I just point out, actually legitimately kind of creepy. Like, I will say it's one of my kind of biggest phobias in a way. It's locked. There's a card reader by the side of the door. Unfortunately, I don't think I can access the card reader, but the card I got before doesn't work on that one. I need a new card. But yeah, it's actually kind of one of my biggest phobias. Well, fears, I guess. It's one of the things that creeps me out the most. Is just the idea of a dark shape with 2 little pinpricks for eyes staring at you from a distance. That's creepy. Unfortunately, I just got jabbed, and for reasons that has made some enemies reappear, but only here. Guess that's just the way it goes. But yeah, so now we've got to fight our way back through a whole bunch more enemies. I'm sure nothing bad will come out of being stabbed by that thing. What could possibly go wrong? I like how its turning circle is so wide. It actually, if you're standing in the right place, it can't get you. It always makes me laugh. Right, off we go. Fortunately, their movement patterns are quite predictable, I guess, in their own way. Don't need those, thanks. Okay. We unfortunately cannot check that one room. I don't think any enemies have re-shown up here, but I will double check real quick. It's fairly resistant to bullets. That is true. Now we're good. Then again, a lot of creatures in this game are quite resistant to bullets when you think about it. You can blow a hole in them with a shotgun blast, but nope, still up and trucking. Nice. I'll take a recovery too, why not? For a head popping up and down. Well, technically speaking, it's not just a head. There is like a creature underneath the rest of it. Actually, did I check that door before? Sturdy looking door. Nothing else extra on that. It's just another door. Basically the equivalent of the one up above too. So I think, yeah. Because it wants me to go there because that's like the upper room of that creature that jabbed me. But she's just a bit above the ceiling. It knows something. Scorch marks, just like the ones in my dream. It's too similar to be a coincidence. Yeah, no kidding, it's literally the same place. Alright. Okay. I think we'll be okay. Unfortunately, there's a boss fight coming up. And it's kind of an annoying one, actually. It's an annoying one that if you're not careful, it can one-hit kill you. It's not like a hard thing to avoid, but if you don't know it's coming, then it can be annoying. Back up. Sorry, that's a no-go. Some NMCs from the tower showed up at a hotel. Can't send any backup. No exit during disinfection. Discard protective clothing inside. The very fella, at least they were before they shut the system down. Shut it down, huh? Fumigation system. I gotta get out of here. Let's shoot. Discard sterilized suits here. Shoot descends rapidly, disappearing into darkness. There goes nothing. Whee! Ouch. Not sure if sliding with a grenade launcher is safe. I think that might be considered a work hazard. It could be, maybe. It's hard to say exactly, but yeah, so we're in the garbage now. Finally, we have reached our true state. Hello. Uh-oh. He's on the move. Hey. Oh, that's lucky. Well, good timing. Hey. Okay. You move, and you discard. While I'm at it. It's dead, I think. The stench in the air reminds me of rotten fish. Its body looks like it's made out of several organisms. It must have grown from discarded experiments. I almost had the pleasure of joining them. Creepy. But also sad. A living creature discarded like garbage. Yeah, you probably remember the detail that if these things don't dissolve, they're not really dead. Gonna consider it. It looks like the shock just now activated it. On display reads unlocked. Oh, that's lucky. I'm sure it's totally dead. Why would it not be? Hi. Time to run. You can kill this boss without firing a shot. Well, I mean, can, one. We are literally waiting for a very slow lift right now. Come on, come and get it. Oh, come on. You know you want it. You actually gonna bother? If I gotta hit you a few times, is that it? I thought he just crossed, but maybe you do have to hit him a couple of times first. Okay, fine. Hit yourself. A little too close. Oh, here we go. Ooh, careful now. Come on. Bring it across. Really? Come on. Get your ass across there already, will ya? Christ. Come on. There it is. Ow. And down it goes. I love how he looks all confused. Like, what just happened? Well... Ew. Nice. Sure. Oops. Ah, damn it. Sorry. I meant to go into my menu and I think I just skipped the cutscene. Never mind. All it was basically saying is like, hey, we're about to turn on the incinerator. You might want to get out of here. However, you don't want to get out of here. What you actually want to do is run all the way down here. You're on a sort of timer. I think it's a 5 minutes or something like that. If you now run back to where it was, you will find an item box. Your garbage keeps falling in. Yep, come on. Let's check out this box just in case. Ooh, there's something here. A woven ring? Yes, I will. And I'll explain it to you once we get out of here, because it's quite loud and very noisy. And yeah, there's a bunch of enemies that are about to show up. Goodness sake, come on. Stop laughing. There we go. See, getting to the item is easy. I think I'll just use that straight off. And you get a protein capsule. That's the other really good thing. You get the special item and you get a protein capsule for fighting that fight. Which obviously gives you another 5 HP when you use it. Which was very good timing, actually. Unfortunately, that's not the only fight. You also got one in here too. Because of course you do. Fully aware of that fact. Thank you. Hurry up and die already. Great. Woo! Don't need any of that, thanks. But I will take a heal. Alright, as for getting out... Anyone there? Open up, please! Anyone? Can you hear me? Please open the door. And it opens. Whew! That fight was harder than I remember. It's Kyle! He's alive. Yes, you're alive. On a first name basis, are we? You... Thank you. You saved my life. I like my partners rare instead of well done, that's all. How did you get here? Those dog things caught up with me in the mine. Cut me right by that crevasse. We went tumbling down and down. And you survived? For better or for worse. Landed right on top of one of those dogs. When I came to, there it was, out cold. Good thing too, or I'd be a doggy snack. You got a pretty smile. What? Hey. Let's blow this pop stand, it stinks. Or maybe that was you? You're not so fragrant yourself. Yay, Kyle's alive. Isn't that good? So, I did say I would tell you what the item in question was. Use that real quick, just top up my health. Woven ring. What is it? Well, it's a medicine wheel. Native American wall ornament. Attach this and see what happens. So, much like the holy water that I found earlier was associated with the water element, big shocker, the medicine wheel is associated with the wind element. It has much the same effect in that if you use it, it will level up one of your wind-based abilities. However, as you can imagine, you don't really want to be doing that. What you do, however, want to be doing is attaching the damn thing. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Why? Well, if you have the medicine wheel attached, which I probably should have done before those last two fights, but screw it. Doesn't really matter in the long run. If you have the medicine wheel attached, what that means is occasionally, I don't think it's randomized. I think it's in very specific fights, you will get a bonus item at the end of the fight. That's what it is. So you just have a chance of getting another item, which, as you can imagine, pretty bloody useful. So, yeah, definitely worth keeping and not using up. Although that does remind me, I haven't actually looked at my Parasite energy in a while. Right. I know I did want to up that. That's 3,000. I do at some point want to get Plasma, which is 750. So I would have the ability to do that. But I'm going to stick with getting Pyrokinesis up at level 3. Because what that does... Inferno. Oh, yeah. Now, whereas Pyrokinesis, no, well, you can't look at it, but there. Look, Pyrokinesis, straightforward. Combustion, area of effect around you. Inferno, literally everything in the entire area takes damage. It's so friggin' good. But it's also really expensive. So you remember how this costs 3,000 to max and that costs 4,000 to max? Well, Inferno is 3,000 at level 1, 4,000 at level 2, and then 5,000 at level 3. It's ridiculously expensive. It is 12,000 EXP to max, but it is so worth it. Absolutely worth doing. But I am going to need Plasma at least level 1, I think. So we'll just get you real quick. And that just has a larger area of effect. Yeah. See, Plasma will come in handy for dealing with an enemy I'll be encountering. Not immediately, but like soon enough for me to be thinking about it, I could get Necrosis, but I'm not really desperately interested in that at the moment. What do we get? It is quicker to cast. But then I really want to save up for Inferno. I'll save up and get the first level of Inferno, then we'll get Metabolism level 2. Now, I would continue on with Kyle, but I literally just clocked that it has gone 4 o'clock. So we're going to take a quick break. Back in a minute, guys. And we're back. Okay. Right. Nope, that's the wrong button. There we go. I clicked on the wrong screen. My mistake. Hey! A phone. Yes, sure, why not? Sounds like you had quite a day. Mr. Madigan will be compensated for his help. I want you to continue investigation as planned. Yes! Now, Obviously, we're going to be traveling around with Kyle for a little bit, but we'll be dumping him off earlier than you might think. Memory serves the door is locked. Yeah, okay. We'll be coming back around to there later. We gotta go this way. Because you see, there's a choice in which direction you take things now. Because if you stick around with Kyle, then you're setting yourself up for the bad ending. And of course we want to get the good ending, so that's what we're going to do. Hello! Kyle, attack! Is it possible to use the fire equivalent to upgrade Inferno, assuming it has, let's say, a mediocre effect? Oh, you mean the special item? Yes. Yeah, the effect for fire is... I think it raises your attack by 25%. It's basically like the alternate equivalent of the holy water, which raises your defense by 25%. So yeah, the fire item raises your attack by 25%, which isn't nothing. Honestly, all the special items are worth keeping in some way. Like, as I said, you can use them to upgrade your magic if you want to just save yourself on some, experience points. But honestly, throughout the game, you will eventually get enough to do about 80% of all of them. And in terms of like using the items, I did explain this before, but I'll say it again just for the sake. If I was to use the holy water, for instance, and it would upgrade one of my water things, right? Now, my metabolism is at 1, and my healing is at 3. Let's say, hypothetically, that my healing was actually down at 2, just for the sake of argument. In fact, no, you know what? Actually, you know what? This will work. Basically, what it does is it looks at the highest one on the list and says, can I upgrade this? If yes, it will upgrade it. So it'll take a 0 to 1, a 1 to 2, or a 2 to 3. But if metabolism was already at 3, it would then drop down to healing. Is healing already at 3? If no, level it up. If yes, it'll move down to... what is the name of the third one? I think it's called like draining or something like that. It lets you take energy from your enemies and heals yourself with it. It's that kind of thing. It's like draining or something like that. I forget exactly what it's called. So it would then level up draining to either 1, 2, or 3, depending on what level it was at. So if I used the fire item, it would give me level 1 of Inferno. If I used it here, it would give me level 1 of Necrosis. It would give me level 2 of Antibody, and here it would give me level 2 of Metabolism. Based on what I've currently got, on this list. So, obviously, if everything's at level 3, then you will still use it, but it will be a complete fucking waste. So, yeah, the items in question are really useful. As I said, the Holy Water is 25% drop in damage, roughly. The Medicine Wheel I just picked up is bonus chance for items. What's the other one? I can never remember the name of the Earth-related one, but I'm pretty sure that raises your Parasite energy damage by 25%. And the one which is like a skull thing, I forget exactly what it's called, but it's like a little glass skull. That raises your like weapon attack power by 25%. So it is worth doing, If it was a mediocre effect, it would have been okay to save time or BP on the last level. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's like, wait until you've got Inferno up at level 2, and then save yourself 5,000 experience points by using it. I do agree with what you're saying, but as I said, the effect is just really good, so you don't really want to. Oh, stop it, Kyle. Ow. Thanks for the help. Alright. Control panel for the floodgate. It's an LCD display. Enter a tens digit. Where do you work out what this is? I remember the number. It's like 13 or something? No? There is a place where you're supposed to work that out, and I can't remember where it is. Hang on. There's like something written on the wall or something. Isn't there? Effective panel has a memo attached. Check for icons before opening the floodgate. Let the rats, roaches, and spiders drown, but first count their legs and enter the total. Rats, roaches, and spiders. So that's 4 plus 6 plus 8, which is 16. No, it's 18. What the hell am I saying? Because I was like, hang on. We got 4 and 6, that's 10. And then 8, that's... Yeah, okay, I'm an idiot. Nice. Of course, that means we can't go back, but then who would want to? Again, thanks for the help, Kyle. Now, I think if memory serves, this gate is locked. Is it this gate? Light's shining through, but it's locked. Yep, still locked. Okay. Up real quick. And down the ladder we go. Fortunately, they're very predictable. Now, there's 2 things you can do. One I'll show you in a minute. First things first, best idea, clear out the immediate area of enemies. Because, well, eventually they regenerate and you don't want replacements to happen. You gonna help out at all, Kyle? Okay. Of course, this is the upper path of the route we literally just took. Like that stairs on the right, that's where we walked down in the first place. Nothing in this area? Well, fair enough then. Now, You unlock the door. Excellent. Now that elevator on the right, if you want the good ending, don't go in that elevator. This is what you do if you want the good ending. You ignore that elevator. As I said, have a mooch around, explore, see all the sights and all that stuff. You'll notice that this place is full of enemies. You don't need to worry about these regenerating yet. They don't regenerate until much later on. But there's something extra you can do. And as I said, this is what you need to do in order to get the good ending. So go back along here. It was mostly just about opening up that door. You could have done it later, I guess, but I didn't want to. And look, see at this bad boy. Control panel for the full moon gate. There's something written on the LCD screen. Enter the tens digit. Push which button? 1. Enter a ones digit, which is, hold up. Oh, excuse me. 15. Full moon gate lock released. I forget where you're supposed to read that fact. Thank you, entire. Hang on a second. Let me just. Where does it read? What does it say? Hey, you're supposed to read this here. I can't remember. I remember where the... Oh, hang on. Yeah, there it is. Spectrum panel. Full moon gate opens only after midnight. Enter age of the fullest moon and raise the lever. Something written in Japanese. If only I could read it. I don't know what that was. Yeah, so it's the idea. The age of the full moon is, of course, if you imagine a month, it's the 15th day of its 30-day cycle, which isn't actually true, but it's a video game. Let it have its logic. The lunar cycle is strange, but what it has done is it has now unlocked this gate. And where is it? The Dryfield sewers. Just happens to have a connection straight here. So, yeah. Alright, let's split up. Where are you going? I want to check out the shelter. I'm worried about Mr. Douglas. I know. Go check on Douglas now and join me at the shelter later. Right. I'll be waiting for you there. Kyle, be careful. Flint. What could be the matter? What indeed? Of course you will find... Oh no, everything's full of enemies again. Because of course it is. Even the top of the water tank has enemies in it. We'll be getting to there later. Okay, so we're back in Dryfield. It means, of course, eventually we can nip in and see Mr. Douglas. It's a bit of a shame, really, because not sticking with Kyle means you don't get to see him get his ass flash fried later on, which is quite a funny scene. He doesn't die, but he gets burned a little bit, which is quite funny. But it's not worth it. You know, watching him get fried like that. It means you're on the way to the bad ending. You don't want that. You want to stick to the good ending. So, yes, we need to wander around a bit, and we will... Alright, couple of things to do. Several things to do in point of fact. You can follow Flint immediately, but you don't have to. It's not a requirement. I don't think so, anyway. Nice. Actually, you know what? We will follow him. We might as well just stick with going around this way. It doesn't really matter which way around you go. Enemies don't respawn too much in this area. Follow that flint. Did you notice at the back? Someone's having a good old time. Item obtained. Bonus item! That's what the medicine wheel gets you. Bonus item. Ah, eau de toilette. Yes, induces berserker. I don't really like that, but I'll take the belt pouch. It's such a random thing. I know, I'm going. Give me a chance. Doggo. Another bonus item, but I don't want any of those. And look who it is. Pierce, wake up. Pierce. Oh. Oh, don't get your hopes up, I'm fine. Pierce. I thought you were... Whoa, I can see 3 of you. I can get used to this. Same old Pierce, I see. Are you hurt? I lost a little blood. Nothing serious. You don't look so good. Wait here. I'll get something for you. Don't worry about me. I can still walk. And I came here to rescue you. So you can't go saving me. Stubborn as always. Pierce, I want you to stay right there. Oh, it's the key to my SUV. It's a little beat up thanks to locals. Have fun with... He's out cold. He's fine. But we might want to help him. And how'd you help a man who's lost blood? Well, you'll get him an ice pack for his head, of course. I'm not even joking about that. He's apparently lost blood, so to fix him up, you literally get him a bag of ice. I guess it makes a certain kind of sense. Kinda. Alright, so what have we got in terms of... Right. Works for me. while we're on the way. I love how these things come completely harmless after you clip their wings. Come on, in you go. Actually, is there even anything in there? There is! Come on, in we go. There it is. God damn it. Okay. Ah. That works. Nope, not that. Just room 3. That's a surprise. Alright, the way's clear. Time to grab some ice. Pierce could use this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It doesn't say it there. You know, I don't know if it was something I remember reading somewhere, or maybe it was just something my young mind at the time figured was probably a thing. I always remember thinking that the ice was supposed to melt if you didn't get to Pierce fast enough. And yet I also have a distinct memory of picking up a bag of ice at one point, not bothering to take it to Pierce because I didn't need to, and it never melts. You literally just carry a bag of ice around with you and it never actually melts, which is oddly hilarious. Anyway, we do have to make this trip a few times, unfortunately, because in total we need to bring him 3 bags full. But again, it's kind of worth it. Ice, that's it. Pierce, wake up. Huh? Here, put this on the bruise. Oh, thanks. Feels better already. Here, take this. Wow. Surely you should keep the cola because the ice will go well with that. Fell asleep again. All right. I think this is annoying. I've got to do it several more times yet. If you bring in 3 bags of ice in total, you get another special item. I forget which one it is, or at least I forget what it's called. I know what it is, I just forget what it's called. And I'm pretty sure it's the one that increases your parasite energy. Or it increases your parasite energy attack damage. So your fire attacks and whatnot do more damage to your enemies, which is good. As I've said, I've said this before, and I know I'm going to say it an awful lot, but these things are worth picking up because the boosts they give you, I mean 25%, you know, defense or damage to either your parasite attacks or your physical attacks, like, good stuff. Pierce, wake up. I feel the same way. I brought you some more ice. Thanks. Here, take this. Out like a light. Once more with feeling, I guess. I know it's annoying, I know it's a lot of back and forth, but I promise you, it's worth it. I just wish I could remember the name of the damn thing. It's got a weird name, which is why I've never remembered it. Third time's the charm. Literally. Or third time will get me the charm that I need. Kind of a charm in that regard, you know? Also, make a point of going to Pierce's cot. That's it! Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. That's what I remember. I think, if I'm remembering this correctly, that is where you get the armor I like to wear. It's in Pierce's car, I think? Am I misremembering that? I don't know. We'll go there and we'll find out, I suppose. Hey, look, he's actually standing. Yo, swelling's gone down some. Thanks to you. You should rest at the motel. I think I might do that. Oh, I almost forgot to give you this. Charm. Oh, it is literally called a charm. Okay, that was rather appropriate. It's a nice night breeze. I think I'll rest here a bit. Yep, so there you go. That's the 3 things. And... charm. There's some Japanese on this. It's the Ofuda. That would be why I have no memory of what the hell that thing's called. Charm with Japanese lettering. Attach this and see what happens. So yes, as previously stated, the Ofuda will up my Parasite energy damage by 25%. So more damage overall from that stuff. Abso-friggin-lutely worth it. For the record, the Ofuda is tied to Earth. In terms of your magic, if you wish to use it as an item, it will up whatever Earth-based magic is lowest in that regard. So, you know, bear that in mind if you wish to use it like that. I wouldn't recommend it personally, but it's your game. Do what you like with it. Nice. Alright, so we'll head to Pierce's car, and then we'll go check out Douglas, because Douglas will have a whole bunch of stuff for us. Very good stuff. So it should be... yeah, so we'll head to the gas station, do that bit, do the two places next to the general store, go down into the basement of the general store, back up to the well, and then off to see good old Douglas. Works for me. Hey, I got a lot of BP. Red SUV, I thought it looked familiar. This is Pierce's. Tactical vest, there it is. You know, I had it in my mind that I had a new vest at some point. Oh, and a cylinder apparently. What the hell is this cylinder? Resist silence. Yeah, so you can add 1 MP to your maximum MP, I guess, if you really want to. Or if you attach it, you resist silence, which isn't terrible. But, as you probably noticed, we got the tactical vest, which has 10 more HP. Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't remember picking up the armor I already had. I'm pretty sure I don't normally do that. I was just kind of thinking, screw it, I'll mess around a bit. This armor is really good. Obviously, it's got more HP, plus 50 as opposed to plus 40. MP's the same, but 7 attachments. As opposed to, you know, well, not 7. Also, does it have... Oh, yes, it's also got quick fire. I don't remember what quick fire does. Actually, off the top of my head, I really don't remember what quick fire does. But it's not important. It also adds HP recovery. So, when the battle is finished, rather than just recovering MP, I will recover the same amount of HP. Which means I can actually save overall. You know? Of course, it does, of course, mean, you probably noticed, it does not have the... Oh, balls. I left that back in the thing, didn't I? Okay, never mind. Well, I was going to say, it doesn't have the combat scanner sensor thingamajiggamabobby, which is annoying. I left that back at in the box in the thing, didn't I? I forgot I was supposed to carry that around with me. Oh well, doesn't matter now. So, we definitely want you equipped. We definitely want you equipped. We definitely want you equipped. Do I want the lipstick equipped? I mean, resisting silence would be nice. We can do that. And that leaves me with 3 spaces. 1 for protein capsule. 1 for recovery 3. Of course, this will eventually go down to 2 later on. Although, maybe not. We'll see. And 1 for an MP boost. There's a few things I can actually do. I just need to remember certain figures. Actually, I don't know why I did that. I've got HP recovery on the thing. Force of habit. I might not need to in the long run. We'll see. I need to remember something because... Actually, how is my... Oh, my inventory is completely full. Okay, I might need to drop off a few things once I'm done with these couple of fights. Because... Yeah. Look, HP! Yay! It's good stuff. All right. Drop off some of the things we don't need in here. I got a lot of spare recovery shit. In fact, I got a lot of spare everything. Okay. Alright, that gives me a bit of space. Very good. Stop that. Stop that. Honestly, some people. Oh, actually, yay! I got enough points to bring this one up. Ha 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 ha. I'll show you that in a sec. Once I see a group of enemies that actually worth using it on. Nah. A group of scared gremlins is not really worth my time. Run her off. Don't worry, I'll show off Inferno all in good time. Trust me, it's worth the wait. Alright, so that should be dry field clear. Perfect. I will say the one slightly annoying thing is if you want to see if enemies have respawned in Dryfield, you have to physically come into Dryfield. You have to enter the sewers. You can't see the Dryfield map when you're in the shelter, which is a shame. I kind of wish you could see maps of areas that you're not necessarily in, but that's not how the game works. So, I guess. Ahoy! He doesn't seem that worried that I'm back. Huh, so you made it. While you were gone, I brought some more goodies from the warehouse. Some real beauties here, huh? Yep, he's restocked. Boy howdy has he restocked. Oh, I forgot about that. Now I'm drooling. Yeah, that's a good one. As you can see, a little bit pricey. Kind of expensive, but it's a very good shotgun if you can afford to get it, which I can't right now. Still got all the ammo. We are unfortunately going to have to buy a bunch of buckshot off of him because, well, it's probably going to be a while before I can get back to the armory. Actually, how much do I have? I got 20. If I just buy a little bit. If I buy that much, 68, will that allow me to get back to the armory? Hang on. Actually, I should really... Oh, it's too late. I've already bought them now. That should be plenty. Grenades we'll just have to buy because, well, we just can. Now, armor. There it is. It's the EOD suit that I love so much. Explosive Squad body armor. Resists explosion and heat. Resists impact and resists paralysis. HP plus 100. 100. It's aside from some of the special armor you can unlock by completing the game, I think it is the highest HP additive suit in the whole game. And it's really, really, really fucking useful for the final boss, who can wreck you. I like to buy it, and you'll notice it only comes with 5 attachments. And you'll also remember, I've been hoarding belt pouches. Would you believe I've been hoarding belt pouches for this exact fucking reason? So, how many belt pouches did I collect? I don't remember. But you only need 5 belt pouches, and as I said, there's a total of 7 in the whole game, which actually leaves you a leeway of 2 belt pouches to use on my current armor. So I'm going to buy that, and that'll come in handy for later. So with, of course, we've got a thing of 7 here. We can up it to 9 with the 2 spare belt pouches, assuming, of course, I don't accidentally forget one. So here's what we got. I'm pretty sure I've got either 4 or 5 back in the chest. I dumped all of the stuff off in the shelter. And I'm pretty sure there's at least 2 more left to get. I don't remember how many I've got. I'd have to find my list I've written down somewhere and then go through all the ones I've got so far. I'm pretty sure I've got 5 off the top of my head. So I can actually use one of these on my current tactical vest. I'm not going to immediately. I want to go back and check all my stuff off before I, do anything too stupid. But the option is there. Any progress on the investigation? Well, Pierce... No, it's nothing. If it's Pierce you're asking after, he went home early. Stomachache. Do you need information about anything? Oh, the shelter. Someone's looking into that. Turns out the original owner was a religious group. Their shelter was going to be much larger, but the project was abandoned with the end of the Cold War. Then our info gets sketchy. Ownership's changed a few times, but other than that... Back up. Nobody's back from cleanup at the hotel yet. NMCs were hiding among the hotel guests. I'd send backup if we had the personnel. Okay, well, you're doing a great job. Yes, I am doing a very good job. Okay, obviously talking to him hasn't regenerated any enemies, so we are now free to head back to the shelter. Fortunately, all the poison that was in my system that's caused the thing to go haywire has been flushed out. Thank God. Otherwise, that would be annoying to have to avoid that area, but you don't have to, so it's fine. And we're back in the shelter bit. One thing you will note, we got some enemies again, because of course we have. Just a couple, just one there, one there. Of course the shelter is still full of them, but that hasn't respawned yet. As is the mine, unfortunately. Yay. Well, looks like we're off for hunting. I thought for a split second the bloody thing had frozen up on me. Uh-oh. All the time to run out of ammo. Works for me. Yeah, I got an item. I don't want that. Of course, in order to continue the game, we need to go hunting down a key card. If we'd gone up the elevator with Kyle, he would have given us a key card. We sort of get one for free. What else have we got? Their laugh is both kind of cute and kind of creepy. But, hey, elevator. The elevator stopped on this floor. The emergency stop was pressed. Let's release the emergency stop. Go to which floor? B1, B2. Let's start with B1. That way I can gain access to the armory. Alright, what do we got? Oh, there are enemies here somewhere. Now, as you may remember, when we last sort of ran into Bowman, he was in the upper corridor above the storeroom and next to the sleeping quarters. He's still there, and he's still waiting. There it is. Gotcha. Alright, first things first, armory. Once we secure that stash of shotgun ammo, the better. Hello. Oops, wrong button. Nice. Alright, so now we have access to the armory. What is my ammo count looking like right now? 21. That's not good. Gonna need a bit more of that. Wait, 21? Didn't I up my amount to like 60 or something? Oh, then I suppose I did have a few fights on the way up here. So. Okay, fine. I probably could have gone back here without buying any more, but that feels good. Ah, yes. So, who wants to see some Inferno? and everything dies. That's it. Just one big blast of heat and everything hits the bucket. I love it. I absolutely love it. Really, really worth using that on some of those jelly creatures, because yeah, they're obviously kind of annoying. So, and because they give you so much like back in terms of MP. Ooh, hello. Oh, good enough. And of course, because I got the 25% extra damage, it's even more powerful. Yes, I know where it is, thanks. Oh, actually, what we are going to do now is we're going to pause, because it's gone 5 o'clock. In fact, it's 5 past, because we didn't realize what the time was. And we're going to take a quick break. So, I will be back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Alright. So, now that we have access to pretty much everything we need, a few areas there. I think my first thing, whoops, wrong button. My first thing I need to do is I need to empty my inventory of all this stuff I've got. So I think we're going up. We gotta explore the whole area in order to kill all the enemies anyway, so, you know. Actually, was there? There was. Never kick a man while he's down? Well, I didn't kick him, I shot him. And he wasn't a man, so it doesn't count. Okay. We don't need to worry about it now, so we're fine. Right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to need that. Actually, I'll leave you there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's all the belt pouches I've got. So I was right. So I thought it was either 4 or 5. I couldn't quite remember how many it was. Pretty sure we don't get another one for a while. Thing is, I'm weighing up, do I use 2 belt pouches on my current armor so that I have more space on my current armor now in the hope I don't accidentally miss one later? I'm thinking that's a risk I might want to take. Tell you what, we'll also... Because the thing is, when you use a belt pouch, it automatically goes on whatever you've currently got equipped. So I've got the tactical vest equipped now, so if I use that, tactical vest has more attachments, and just that's it, that's the 2. Now, if I switch to the EOD suit, EOD, whatever it is, equipped, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's a lot, and we've got use. Good. So that's a start. Switch back across to that. We'll do all the attachments and everything in a minute. Move you over to there. And as it actually says, it has 8 attachments. So we're still missing 2, but I think we'll be okay. Okay. I'm going to need you across as well. Okay. course, the current problem is we got a lot of this stuff to add on. Which is why I wanted to use the extra 2, really. That gives me 4 slots to play with, so I can add my recovery, there it is, protein capsule, and a couple of MP boosts. That gives me a good backup stash of stuff. Combined with all the other thing, that's actually pretty bloody good. So I'm happy about that. So that being the case, I think I'm going to move you over to here. That gives me at least an extra slot. Yeah, 14 out of 20. That's perfect. Right. Is there? Yeah, okay, there is. Hi. Nice. I don't care to be disinfected. No, you almost were once, but we're fine now. Oh. Right. Okay. So we still got that. We still got to have the bowman fight. I don't think fighting bowman triggers enemy respawning, but I'm not 100% sure. So here's what we'll do. I will leave those 2 for later. We'll clear out the mine. We'll go down a floor. And clear out that floor. The bits of it that we can go into, of course. And yeah, so first things first, the mine. Is the invisible enemies again? There's something in here, isn't there? Yeah. There it is. Have I ever played Dino Crisis? Hell yeah. Played Dino Crisis 1 and 2 back in the day. Classics. Absolute classics. I never bothered playing Dino Crisis 3 because I never owned an Xbox. And I heard that Dino Crisis 3 is apparently really fucking bad. So I'm kind of glad about that. So, you know, it is what it is, I guess. Oh, hello, Sly. 3 was a bummer. Yeah, I haven't played it, but I've seen videos about it, and it's one of those things that, on paper, it sounds fantastic. Because it's about dinosaurs that are, like, part robotic on a space station, like far in the future. And it's like, dinosaurs on a spaceship You can't go wrong with a formula. No, apparently you can go wrong with a formula like that. Apparently it's like the gameplay that killed it. Apparently it's just like really, really, really bad. As I said, I haven't played it, but I've seen plenty of videos, so... I feel like the ending to 2 with the time travel is what led to the shenanigans in number 3. The ending of 2 was really fucking weird, because it basically kills off all but one... Spoiler alert if you've never played it, I guess, but this game is so fucking old now. It basically kills off all the main characters but one, and it's vaguely implied. He basically says, oh, just, you know, go back through time and save me at an earlier point. But it doesn't make any actual sense for him to be able to do that. Like, it doesn't work like that. Or it shouldn't do anyway. I don't know. It just kind of always bugged me. I always thought that, like, the ending for Dino Crisis 2 is such a downer that I honestly thought that there was, like, a good ending you could get if you knew what you were doing or something, but no. The ending of Dino Crisis 2 is just that bad, honestly. I never liked the ending. It's so stupid. The minigaming 2 was a banger, though. Yeah, there was a few good minigames in 2. You know what, with all the Resident Evil remakes we've been having lately, I really want Capcom to put some effort in and make completely reboot Dino Crisis. Like, they wouldn't have to necessarily remake the first one. The series has been dead for so long, you could easily get away with just a reboot. I think that would work just fine. But I'd love to see that. Like, modern technology, you know, having you know, dinosaurs able to just run around all over the place. Like, yes, God, yes, give me that. No, I'm not going to be able to get you, am I? Because you're too low down. Ow. But yeah, I'd love to see a Dino Crisis reboot. I think the biggest problem is that, would you make it a survival horror game? Or would you make it an action game? Because, like, the first Dino Crisis is distinctly survival horror. It's a lot more action-y than Resident Evil was at the time, but it's still definitely survival horror. You know, you're running around, limited resources and all that stuff. But the second game was, well, it was definitely more of an action game. It was almost arcadey. If anything, actually, it was a bit more like this. Because, obviously, you had... Damn it. Come on, lock on. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know whether you'd go action or whether you'd go survival horror with it. It would probably be an action game. Like, you know, if I had to put money on it, it would most likely lean very heavily on the action side of things, like dinosaurs and stuff like that. But I don't know. I did not enjoy both the transition from survival run to run and gun in either Dino Crisis or Resident Evil. Yeah, I get that. But, I mean, Resident Evil brought it back, so, you know, Dino Crisis could do the same thing. Basically, I think the action shooter would be more profitable because survival horror has become a bit niche. I love survival horror so much. Yeah, I get that. Believe me, I get that. I'm a survival horror nut, too. It's, just one of those things. Here's the thing, though. Like, the Resident Evil 2 remake really did say, hey, survival horror is not only doable today, but it's also very profitable, because Resident Evil 2 made fucking bank. You know? The remake got rave reviews, everybody loved it, it made a fuck ton of money. Okay, they kind of screwed it up by rushing Resident Evil 3. They should have taken more time with that. I've heard rumors, and these are just rumors, that there's going to be like a Resident Evil 3 Nemesis edition, people are calling it, where they're going to basically have another go at the Resident Evil 3 remake by updating the game. If that's true, then maybe Resident Evil 3 could be better. But I don't know. Like, what we got wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as the Resident Evil 2 remake, and like it was so soon afterwards. It's just like just felt lacking, you know. Anyway, no, that's the wrong bloody floor. I want to be 2, not be 3. So it's because I was talking so much, I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Hey, look who it is. Nice. All right. There's a dead end at the end of this corridor, but I should be able to unlock the door. Yay! Yay for unlocking doors. Hey guys. Damn it, I was hoping to catch the other ones too. I didn't, I missed. Alright. Appreciate the thought, but I don't want that, thanks. Hey, that worked. What's going on with this game? I haven't seen it before. This is Parasite Eve 2. Obviously sequel to Parasite Eve, which is another game that's worth looking into. I will say Parasite Eve 1 and 2 are very different games. Parasite Eve 1 is, how best to describe it? It's kind of like Final Fantasy, but with... I'm trying to think what the combat is like, because it's a little more active in terms of combat. You still have like random battles and all that sort of stuff, but combat is a little more freeform. You can like move around the arena. You gotta like dodge attacks like in real time, and then you like pause to take an actual attack whenever you get the chance. Oh, hello. Good enough. Because yeah, I played Parasite Eve 1 earlier this year and had really good fun playing it. So I thought, sod it, let's play the sequel. In fact, the actual plan was I really wanted to play Parasite Eve 2 because I prefer Parasite Eve 2 because it's closer to Resident Evil, which is what I really like. But I was like, I should probably play the first one first, and then I ended up having a lot more fun with it because I'd forgotten how good the game actually was. So yeah, but you're kind of joining me, you know, a good like 7 hours into this game. So if you're a tad confused, don't worry about it. You're literally jumping into the middle of the game here. But it's good fun. Parasite Eve 1 and 2, really good. Okay, anything show up here? It did not. Although it does give you a very early viewing of Neo Arc, which we'll be dealing with much later on. Right. Yep, you too. Hello. Ow. All right. Oh, you guys have got a lot of HP, haven't you? Yeah, that'll do it. Excellent. Good, 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 good. So that should be more or less everything except those two. Perfect. Unfortunately, all the doors in this area are still very, very much locked. And we need to go get that key card. So let's go do that now. Yeah. To stop and think, hang on, what floor am I going to again? Nope, that's the wrong way. I go this way. Damn it. Oh, I see that's very much not good. Damn it. So we're gonna have to use up one of these. Ooh, you survived that, did you? Wow, okay, apparently I really can't hit that at all. I thought I could do a small amount of damage, but I guess I'm wrong. Oh well. At least I get all the points back. That's the wrong button. So, Parasite Energy. We did want to up you to level 2. And then we'll save up to make Inferno level 2 next. Which should be 4,000. Yeah. Joy of joys. Right. One thing I might do actually. Oh, nope. Not that. That. Because there are some pretty tougher enemies starting to show up, and having something explosive might be useful. Besides, I've got the space for it, so it's fine. You, her, no. Countervolutionatory. So, not dead yet? You not human, like a NMC. Wait, you help humans. Animals, evolutionary failures. You'd betray the plan of God. Defy nature's order. Yep, sounds good to me. Hello. As it happens, these guys, they're not super tough, but they're tough enough to be problematic. They can't physically attack you. Oh yeah, I forgot they could do that too. Yeah, they can heal. Ooh. Yeah, that's more or less all they can do. They have the heal, and they have... I think they got a few other spells as well, but generally they can do like very weak versions of what you can do. But there it is. This must have been his card. Yep. So as I said, if you talk to Kyle in the lift earlier, then he'll give you a card, so you don't have to faff around trying to get Bowman's. Fred Bowman. Nervous middle-aged man. It's like looking in a mirror. Right. Next up, Armory. Top up my shotgun ammo. So as I said, I don't think killing Bowman has made anything appear. No. I didn't think so. It's the thing that happens afterwards. No, you first. Alright, down to the other floor. And look, we have the key card, which means we can go in here. It was unlocked when I swiped Bowman's card to the door. Sweet. Unfortunately, yeah, you can't get these things to turn off, which is kind of annoying. Close enough. Unlock the door. The operating room. Yeah, these guys you can just step on. It's all these random bit enemies are annoying. Guys are particularly vulnerable to bullets for some reason. Never quite worked out why, but apparently they just are. Ooh, hello. Damn it. Of course, does this room look familiar? Because it should. This is the room we saw in the dream. Something charred lying on this lab table. The uplight is all shattered. This looks so familiar. Wait, these charred restraints. The girl in my dream was lying on a table just like this. Was that some kind of vision? Who is that girl? Take a ringer's solution. Very useful. Didn't really realize. Reading room unlocked. And that leads me right back to there. Yay. All the doors are unlocking. The laboratory. Incubator, yeah, nothing. Eve 1, Eve 2. Eve. These contain cell graft colonies. IA-12, IA-14. Why? Why would my name be here? Cultivating these Eve cells, but why me? Breaking the Fate Keeper computer virus. Uninstall cloud antivirus. Because of course it's made by Square Enix, so yeah. Block all outside mail. For more info, see Ares Volume 9 on the desk. It's just small references. Nothing of interest. There is, however, a storage box. If you want it. I don't, but it's there. There's the phone, which we'll get to later. You can have a wander around. Don't think there's too much else to look at. Create a monitor, life pods. You get some pods here with creatures in them. Again, you can look, but it's not necessarily all that important. What is important, of course, is the computer system down here. Terminal's been left on. Please enter password. Oh dear. It's got a worm. Wallpaper says Melissa Maya. Who could have known these names? Checking password. Why it has those sound effects, I don't know. So, as you can probably tell, it's got a virus. How do we solve it? Well, there's a little bit to that. Ares 9 volume on the desk. Somebody scribbled below. We'll return it soon. Yoshida. So, do you remember earlier on when I said, hey, there's a book on that bed, but we can't really do anything about it now? Here's the thing. For the record, I think I vaguely remember how to solve this particular puzzle, but for the sake of argument, let's actually just go through the motions. So yeah, we've got to solve a little puzzle of sorts of how to get into the computer. We need to crack the changed password. Hacking, what fun. Here it is. This is that magazine. Computer magazine? Yes. If you already know what the password is, you can just completely skip picking that up. Because why not, I guess. Detecting and preventing next-gen viruses. The next generation computer virus, Fate Keeper. This virus is actually a kind of worm that opens a hole in password protection and automatically changes the password it finds. The worm duplicates itself over email messages, so once an infection is detected, it's usually too late. Fortunately, the worm announces its arrival by displaying an animated caterpillar graphic on the screen, so you'll know if you've been hit and can move on to damage control. Once it enters the system, the worm works its insidious brand of magic by rearranging the letters of the password it finds in alphabetical order. Letters appearing more than once are displayed with the letters and the number of times it appears For example, the password CBABC would change to A, B2, C2. To top it off, the worm displays the original password on screen just to taunt the user. Gee, thanks. Yes, Back in the days when changing a password was all you really had to worry about for viruses getting on your computer. Actually, honestly, there were never days when that was all a virus would ever do on your computer. Viruses were and always have been exceptionally malicious and have always tried to steal data from you. So, you know, it is what it is. But now we know how to do it. Arrange the letters in order. And make sure to add a number after if there's more than one of that letter. And of course we know the password is displayed on the screen, Melissa Maya. It's almost like it wants you to be able to solve it. Funny that. Back to the lab. Okay, so we know that the code is Melissa Maya. So first, alphabetical. What have we got? Well, we got A. We got 3 A. So we want A. A. 3. Next up comes E, as you can clearly tell, which is just E, because there's only the one of them. Then next would be I, and then I think L. Yes, L. And then of course M, but there's 2, so it's M 2. Then I think it's S 2, and then Y. Hey, hacker voice, I'm in. Welcome, Dr. Bowman. Lab. Section currently unavailable, of course. Main files. Selection currently unavailable, of course. Bulletin board? Unavailable, of course. Visitors program. Please answer the following for verification purposes. Which organisms possesses mitochondria? Now, if memory serves, this has just like a bunch of randomly selected questions. I can't remember how many there is. I think it's about a dozen or so. And I'm trying to remember what the answers to some of them are. This one, I actually don't remember which organisms possesses mitochondria. I think it's that one. I don't know. Name the town located behind the Nevada laboratory. Well, we know that. It's Dryfield, don't we? Gene transmission in mitochondria is maternal? Yay! 3 correct. Select. Lab guide, research, questions. Questions. What is an NMC? NMC, experimental lifeform created under the second Neoteny plan. Question. What is the second Neoteny plan? The 2NP harnesses the evolutionary potential of neomitochondria to revitalize the human race. Stage 1. Obtain sample neomitochondria with latent power equal to or greater than that responsible for the NY incident. Stage 2. Administer sample to a test subject. Redesign subject's genetic profile to explore Evolutionary possibilities and multiple NMC breeds. Stage 3. Release humanity's true potential and preserve its vitality in the coming century through planned evolution. Question. Current results. Neomitochondrial sample obtained January 1998. Stage 1 complete. Stage 2. NMC creation successful. Some problems during testing. Problems resulted from test subject insurrection. Will attempt repression using clones from the sample. Further access denied. Question. Where was the test sample obtained? Name, Brea. ID, RGP07027. Nationality, USA. What? But then the NMCs, those creatures are all mine. Pierce. Aya? It's me. Pierce? Where are you? You old freak. I'm in the shelter. What? I told you to take it easy. After what? I'll rest later, Dr. Aya. In the meantime, I'm hacking the shelter mainframe. I am a programming genius. You got a gun, genius? You know I don't like those things. Figures. You have to check this out. Come on up here. I'm to the north of you. Just check your GPS. You're gonna like this. Listen, Pierce, don't move from there, okay? Yes, so there we get the big reveal that all the NMCs, or artificial neomitochondrial creatures, derived from DNA taken from Aya herself. No time for the blues now. Now has it... Yeah, a couple of... It's really weird the places where creatures show up. It's kind of random. But we'll take care of those real quick. I also really like this music. It's so tense. Doesn't need to be, not for this, but oh well. Hi. Really? Ooh, that ain't good. Ooh, bonus item. Oh, don't need either of those. What do we got? I'll tell you what, there was also one up here too. Oh, is it a couple of bowman creatures? Might be, actually. Tell you what. Because it's marginally easier. for me. Right. Switch back to the... Also, do we have enough? Oh, I think we do. Inferno level 2! Yes. So good. Inferno is going to get so fucking useful. It is one of those things where it's so powerful, but you can't use it all the time because it just costs way too much MP in the long run. Which, you know, makes sense. They want to make sure you don't overuse something. Now, I don't think so. I don't think it has. I'm just going to nip back and check on Dryfield. Make sure that hasn't spawned in any enemies. I don't think it has, but I want to check. It's not too far. You just have to nip into the sewer room, and that allows you to check the map. And obviously if the map is clean, then you don't need to worry about it. So we probably won't get to see Pierce today. Right. I don't think Dryfield's restocked with enemies yet. As I said, I just want to make absolutely sure. And... nope, we're clear. Thought so. B1. B1. So we got one more fight, and then we'll make a save, and then that'll be it for today because, well, I'm out of time. I think I might swing into the armory as well when I'm done. Well, I needed that. Creepy sound effects. Right, so we swing through the armory, and then we'll use the save point right outside, or right inside, I should say, the thingamajiggy. What is it called? Like the quarantine thing. Whatever the hell it's called, I forget. Off. I think we're good. Excellent. Right. Well, what's wrong? Your voice? It's nothing. You're using NMCs in the experiments here. I've verified it beyond a doubt. I see. I intend to look into things further. Understood. Looking forward to your report. Couldn't tell him. No kidding. Right, so yeah, that's it for today. So, thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.